What's up guys, Shane Starnes here. We're just a few days away from Samsung's Unpacked event where we will see the Galaxy S20, S20 Plus, S20 Ultra, and the all-new Galaxy Z Flip. We already know just about everything there is to know about these devices thanks to prolific leakers like Max Weinbach and Ice Universe. I'm going to run down the top 10 new features of the Galaxy S20 lineup in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. The Galaxy S series is going to bring an all-new design, straying away from the dramatic dual curved edge screens that we've seen in past S devices. Instead, we're going to get a flat 2.5D display on the S20 and S20 Plus. The S20 Ultra will see slightly curved edges, but not as drastic as what we saw with the Galaxy S10 last year. All devices will be slightly taller with an aspect ratio of 20:9. We're going to see the front-facing camera in a center hole punch, just like on the Note 10, but the hole punch will be slightly smaller. On the back, we're going to have an all-new camera module that's going to be square, just like what we've seen on the iPhone 11 and other devices. Now, I think the main takeaway of the design here is the fact that we're getting more of a flat surface. That's going to be great for anyone that likes a good cheap screen protector, as screen protectors, they don't do so hot with those dual curved edges. And you also may have found in years past that dual curved edge is more susceptible to damage when you drop your phone. I annihilated my Galaxy Note 8 by dropping it on its edge. So, in a way, I'm kind of looking forward to these flat displays, even though I feel like the dual curved edge kind of set Samsung apart in the design category. The second new feature is improved water resistance. We're going to get an IP68 rating across the board on the S20, S20 Plus, and S20 Ultra. In years past, the rating protected up to 1.5 meters, but the new rating will protect the phones up to 5 meters, and this is because of a better designed, better built phone with better seals. The third new feature, and probably the most important feature, is going to be the all new and upgraded cameras on the Galaxy S20 lineup. We're going to see some significant changes in the S20 and S20 Plus, but the main changes are going to come to the S20 Ultra. Samsung is tired of taking an L in the camera department. They've always been a top 3 camera, but they're looking to go after that #1 spot, beating the Pixel and beating the iPhone. The S20 and S20 Plus will both feature a 12 megapixel main shooter with 1.8 ultra microns for improved low light performance. The 20 and 20 Plus will have 3x optical zoom and a 30x digital zoom. The S20 Plus will stand apart with an extra time of flight sensor. Now, where things really get spicy is in the camera module on the Galaxy S20 Ultra. This is what's going to make this phone stand apart, and it's what's going to make it worth the extra money. The Ultra brings the heat with a 108 megapixel main sensor. You heard that right, a 108 megapixel sensor. It's also going to have a 48 megapixel telephoto lens with 100 by digital zoom. There's also going to be a 30 by hybrid zoom and even a 10 by optical zoom, which is bananas. So if you've ever been to an event like a concert, or say you've just been on a nature trail and you want to get that picture of something that's a little further away, maybe somehow you ended up in the cheap seats, you know that whenever you go to zoom in on a photo, it gets all grainy and blurry. With this sensor, you can zoom in forever and your image is still going to be nice and clear. This is going to be absolutely game changing. It's going to change the way that you use the camera on your smartphone. With the new camera sensors, we're also going to get a few new camera modes. Quick Take will take a shot with all 3 lenses, and then you'll be able to pick out the best photo out of those 3 images. Pro Video mode will also be added. This is going to be similar to the Pro Photo mode, where you can change things like white balance and your ISO settings for the best possible video. There will also be an 8K video recording mode on all 3 versions of the S20. The 5th major change that we're going to see on the S20 lineup is all new displays. They're all going to have a super high-res display with a resolution of 3200 by 1440. They're also all going to have a 120 Hz refresh rate at 1080p. This is going to make the phone feel ultra responsive, super fast, this is going to feel like the best performing phone that you have ever used. It's going to be hard to go back to 60 Hertz, which is what you're going to have to do if you want to take advantage of all the pixels that the display is capable of. But I think dropping down to 1080p is going to be worth it for the 120 refresh rate. All three versions in the US will include a Snapdragon 865 for improved performance across the board. And with the Snapdragon 865, they're also going to have 5G capability out of the box. So you're not going to have to pay extra for a 5G variant. All three variants in the US will include 5G support. With features like 5G capability and 120 Hertz refresh rate, this thing may be a battery guzzler, and it's a good thing because all three versions will have larger batteries than last year's S10. The S20 is going to come with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, the S20 Plus with a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, and the Ultra will have a staggering 5,000 milliamp hour battery. We should be able to get days of use out of this phone, especially if you're upgrading to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. The base model across the board has been upgraded when it comes to RAM. The base model on last year's S10 came with 8 gigabytes. On this year's model, they're going to include 12 gigabytes of RAM on the base model. The S20 Ultra also has a 16 gigabyte of RAM version whenever you upgrade to 512 gigabytes of onboard storage. So one thing that was a bit of a bummer on the S10 last year is that all the phones came with the 25-watt charger. This year, if you decide to go with the Galaxy S20 Ultra, it's going to come with a 45-watt charger right in the box. If you pre-order the Galaxy S20 Plus or the Galaxy S20 Ultra, you're also going to receive a free pair of Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, the Galaxy Buds Plus is the all-new version of Samsung's truly wireless earbuds. They're going to come with extra battery life up to 11 hours and a dual driver speaker for richer sound. The Galaxy Buds Plus will be about a $150+ value, so the fact that they're including them for free on pre-orders is a pretty big deal. The last new feature is the price tag on these phones. We don't have a starter or budget-friendly device like we had last year with the Galaxy S10e. Instead, we're starting off with the Galaxy S20 at $999. The S20 Plus will set you back about $1,200. And the Galaxy S Ultra, unfortunately, is going to set you back $1,400. Now, all of these phones will be available to purchase March 13th, although the Unpacked event is February 11th, and you can put your pre-orders in pretty soon after the event. If you use my link in the description, you'll save 5% off of your order. That's $70 off the Galaxy S20 Ultra. So be sure to head to the description and use my link for your pre-order. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.